Welcome back to Optimize Health, where we're making easy, healthy, and delicious meals. Today we are continuing in a series of weight loss hacks, and I just did a video on more of the background information for kind of why we do things that we do. Just a really brief recap, we are doing intermittent fasting, time-restricted feeding. We do keto, low carb. I do gluten-free there's a lot of reasons why all this kind of ties together, and it comes down to metabolic health, as well as lowering our stress and our cortisol, and just optimizing the function in the body and minimizing some of this extra work that it has to do to take care of us. Because in the end, really, if we're sleeping to try to heal and repair, we don't need to have additional things that the body has to heal and regenerate. It's just going to take away from healing other things that we already are obligated to do so. I wanted to take you guys through a typical day. I do consulting, so this works for me. I assume there'll be some good tidbits that can help a lot of people, but it's best to take a look at your particular situation, your circumstances, your challenges. Are you a night shift worker? I mean, that's the opposite, from me, and so there are other things that we would consider to help optimize your health and your situation. So I'd recommend reaching out. Check out our website. Check out in our link tree. You can find all of the links for the website. You can look at the social media accounts as well, and just see if there's something that maybe we can help you with, and just reach out, let me know. So my day, I don't really have a lot of downtime, and I know I'm talking about lowering stress, lowering cortisol. I do biohack my way through a lot of it. I have a lot of different tips for different people at different needs and certain circumstances they're in. I'm going to tell you what works for me. So I wake up, it's time to get going. There's not really a lot of lag time. I got to get hydrated. I am focusing on getting vitamin C early in the day to help buffer that cortisol spike and to help keep that cortisol down throughout the day. But I'm also very keenly aware I need to get sun exposure first thing as early as I can. So I want to do, if I have 10 or 15 minutes, I want to do a brief, moderate to high intensity workout outside. I'd love to do weight training in the morning with some cardio. And I do a lot of weight training that's kind of brief little bouts, so like little exercise snacks. I do powerlifting, so I can do 5x5s where these are sets of like 5 reps each, and I do maybe 5 sets. It's quick, it's like 10 minutes or less, and I like to make them into a high intensity workout by shortening the rest time in between. That gets your heart rate up, that gets your breathing going. It maybe is a 6 or 7 minute session, and then I might have 10 minutes to jog that off. And I run easy these days. I don't like to run hard anymore, but sometimes I have to do some sprint workouts. So I'll do this exercise outside in the morning. I don't care what the weather is. I'm gonna be out there for 10 minutes. Like I'll live. So I get my sun exposure. That helps set my circadian rhythm. That helps set me up for optimizing the entire rest of my day, including that night's sleep, which is so important. So after that, I am focusing on staying hydrated throughout the day, getting in the vitamin C in the water that I'm drinking, and then I'm going to break my fast as late as I can in the day. You should talk to your doctor, healthcare provider, or veterinarian to see if any of these recipes, suggestions, or contents of these videos are right for you. Nothing contained in these videos are intended to be taken as medical advice. Use at your own risk. But making sure I'm leaving, for me personally, I do about 4 or 5 hours, but the recommendation is at least 3 hours before bed, one would optimally be finished eating. So that way, your digestive system is done doing all of that work, and all of that energy being pulled to that organ system is no longer being in demand, and the body can use energy to heal. So sleep is really for healing and repair. All the micro damage we do throughout the day, the memories we're trying to form, things we're trying to learn, and our brain needs to clean out these plaques before we get Alzheimer's. So if we don't clean out our brain because we don't sleep well, we are going to be at a higher risk for dementia. I think I meant to mention that exercise is one of the most potent and reliable sources or techniques or ways to approach anti-aging, but also so far we don't have any really great anti-dementia drugs. They're either very expensive, they don't work, they have all these crazy side effects. Exercise is the most powerful anti-dementia drug that anyone can use. And the more consistent you are with it, the sooner you start doing it in your midlife and continue with it as you get older, maintaining function of body and mind, I mean, this is critical. So don't be intimidated about not being able to go to the gym. I don't have time either, but you can do things at home. You can get a weight set at home. You can get just a pair of sneakers and some bands, and you can do great resistance training on a budget using that, and you can make time for the gym, you know, a couple of days a month like I do, and that's been working pretty well for me personally. So I can help put together a plan for you if that's, you know, you're in a same or similar situation where you just don't have time to go to the gym. I get that for sure. So that is another really important thing to me, is to consistently make time. What I also am doing in the middle of the day and at the end of my work day is making an extra 2 to 5 minutes, you know, a couple breaks throughout the day to do these exercise snacks. It's a cool term that they're now calling it, where you're doing something, whether it's taking a quick, you know, fast-paced walk. If you have to get up and go to the lunchroom, like make this into, you take the long way, take a 5-minute walk around the outside of your workplace. And then also I do a small weight training session. For me, I focus on different things with that, and it might just be like 4 minutes in the evening before dinner. So it's simple, and I think it's something that a lot of people could fit in. So don't be intimidated if you don't have time to cut out like a whole hour for the gym. That's just not feasible for everybody. Moving into my really brief nighttime routine, I have 10 minutes to wind down. So I do this with magnesium. I prepare for this. So about 2 hours before bed, I'm taking my magnesium. Then about an hour before bed, I'm taking my melatonin. And occasionally I use some other things that we could get into another time. But for the most part, that's a very good, solid general routine for me. And I do red light therapy about 10 minutes before bed, cool down, maybe using a cooling pack if it's a hot climate, and then we're easing ourselves into sleep state and hopefully staying in sleep state with the melatonin and the mag helping that. Magnesium is also a potent anti-inflammatory. So, and melatonin is a potent anti-cancer. So I'm certainly not afraid to be using these natural aids to help with that. So let me know if you guys have any specific questions that I could help with, any topics you want me to go over, and if there's something I could help you with personally, just reach out and I'd be happy to connect. I hope you guys got something out of this video and you would share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.